What is going on, everybody? Hope you're having a good day. You probably came to this video for one reason, or one reason only. Because you're extremely bored and there's nothing else. Shut up! You're not exactly painting the channel in a good light, you know? Trying to get views and subscribers, and what are you doing? You're just, you're just putting us down. I hate that guy. Right, get back to it. Yeah, whatever. Actually, the real reason is probably because you saw the title, and you too are having problems with tracking on your turntables, so let me talk you through it. Alright, so you've gone through all the steps of buying a proper turntable. You've got a straight arm turntable because they're generally better at tracking than S or J arms, although I don't know why you get a J arm for DJing. And you've gone through the steps of properly dialing in, maybe putting a bit of extra weight on. So I put the penny, but that's because this is a terrible counterweight, and it still skips. You've tried being light-handed on the records, but it still doesn't work because you need to spin it back faster sometimes, to cut the loop in half, maybe go from like a 4-bar loop to a 2-bar loop. So obviously these needles can track, the Stanton 500s can track at I think 2 to 5 grams. I wrote it down here somewhere. Yeah, 2 to 5 grams. I think I've got mine at 4 or 3.5, something like that. Yeah, so they're like 3.9. Pretty standard. That one's also 3.9. So that's actually pretty heavy. If it can go, probably 3, I've got an extra gram on there. I'm sure you've seen on the S-arm turntables that obviously you put the cartridge straight in the head shell, because the S angles the needle kind of, it comes when it's here, it turns it so that it's at the right angle to the record so that you get a better sound quality and it fits in the groove. And obviously because turntables weren't really invented for DJing, they were just invented for listening to records, better sound quality is what everyone wanted. God, that's really dusty. But obviously when straight arm turntables came in, everyone kind of wanted to keep that sound quality, and so they twisted the cartridge at 23 degrees, I'm pretty sure it was. So obviously you can see, I've got the penny on that one, but I'll show you on this one. One screw's further back than the other, and this is, it should be like that for straight, but it's like that. Now, I think if you've seen the Autophon Concorde cartridges, obviously they're like the ones that don't have the head shell, they're kind of just the body and then they drop down. Those ones, you can't adjust the angle of them. And so a lot of people, I think, use them on like straight arm turntables because they just, they're really good for tracking and stuff. Because it does kind of lower the sound quality a bit and your records get weared easier, I didn't want to do it on these two turntables when I was just using them to listen to records as well and sample, because I wanted to keep the records I really like, in good shape and stuff. So that's why I got this one. Obviously it's a J arm, so that thing's already in. And obviously this is a belt drive just with a better cartridge and stuff because I just use it for sampling. That's the problem fixed. And now I can focus on properly scratching and DJing with these ones, using my hip hop 12 inches and scratch records and stuff. The reason I'm doing this is because I was scratching the other day and I noticed that actually it was kind of popping out of the groove. Mainly because I was just like spinning back too fast, but this might help with that. But also on, scratching, when I've got that 7-inch record, it kind of even though it's non-skip, because obviously it's got like the sound playing over and over again in the same place, when it pops over the groove, so it does jump out, you obviously kind of hear like a bit of bass noise. It's a massive pop noise, which is obviously kind of off-putting, rather than just a really clean scratch and stuff. So that's what we're going to be doing today. My ridiculously small screwdriver, and we're going to put them just straight. Not a massive job, but all you've really got to do is, let's go properly first, and then bring it forward. Get that one back up. So that one. Pretty much exactly straight. Not totally, but it's straighter, which is always good. So if we compare that to this one, don't know if you can see, but obviously that one really tilts 23 and this one is pretty much straight. So I'm going to do the exact same to this one, then we can scratch and play some records. So the only thing left to do now is screw on this penny again. Oh, that's not too much. Alright. And now we play the waiting game. In terms of like skipping over the grooves and stuff, it actually does a lot better on this one. This one I find particularly hard because I don't know if you can see, but obviously there's a little gap between that and the spindle, so I might get some tape and actually fill that in. But you know, it does mean that when you're kind of pushing it to the side, obviously the needle shakes in a bit, and so I think this is going to help. So break it, break it, break it, break it. Break it down, that down, that down, that down, that. Now, because it is Shrove Tuesday, which I'm pretty sure, I think in New Orleans is the Mardi Gras parade or whatever that is. I'm going to play a bit of Take Me to the Mardi Gras because sometimes this skips quite a lot actually. A lot of skipping with records obviously, if you don't do it properly. So there we have it. Hopefully if you try that now you'll see the tracking does improve on the records and stuff. It's pretty easy. All you need is like a small screwdriver and then you're pretty much done. So yeah, thanks for watching. Let me know in the comments if that helps you out. Subscribe for more tips and tricks and stuff like this, and I'll see you in the next one.